your aspiration to govern the state, to become a deputy?
Well, like you, first of all, thank you for having me, and apologies for coming a little bit late. I had another radio engagement earlier this morning where I'm just coming from, and that took a little longer than we had planned. So
Okay.
that's why I'm late. So my apologies, and apologies to Abians for keeping you all waiting. I'm here now, and we're going to deal with all the issues that will be raised. Good morning, Abians. My name is Dr. Chima Ayanso, the deputy governorship candidate of the YPP, popularly known as Ofuji Ndibo. But I want to change it to Fuji Global so that the diaspora people can also benefit from this yam. Yes, I was an aspirant of the PDP governorship process, but as you rightly said, things didn't go well, and yes, I jettisoned the ambition, because it was truncated by the PDP, and as you also know, you cannot get to an elective position without a political member of the Abia defunct PDP.
Okay.
And yes, and that was the vehicle that I felt that was available for me at that time to use to get to the position of the governor of Abia State. Also based on the fact that there was an arrangement by the PDP that the zoning arrangement which favored
Abia North,
where I come from. And when that arrangement was made, I saw that there was nobody from Abia North who was willing to, come on board apart from the buying that position for 16 years. Anyway, that is by the way. So for me, that's why I decided that I was not going to run for
House of Rep
position. So when the whole zoning thing, came up in the PDP, I said, okay, this might be an opportunity, since I can't see any young person who is throwing him or herself into the ring, and I am not the type that is afraid of anybody, because nobody has ever given me anything, so long as politics is concerned. All I have done in politics has been my personal sweat. I was opening my house. I was 27 years old. I had built my house in the village. I was doing my housewarming party, and he was going home because I live on the same street with him, and he branched my house to say congratulations. That was my first meeting with Ojus Okalo, but Ojus Okalo is not the reason why we're here.
Yeah.
So back to the reason why I joined the governorship race for the PDP. So with the whole permutation for Abia North candidacy, I decided to give it a try. As a young man, I didn't see anything wrong with that. I'm an independent person. I have I'm not obligated to anybody. So I gave it a full push. I bought the form with my money. Nobody loaned me money. I bought the form with my money. I did the consultation with my money, up to the point where we realized that the PDP had a difference twice. The first time, he said it to me alone.
Okay.
The second time, I had a group of my friends under the guides of Umuaba Connect Association.
Okay, the group.
Where we honored him as a patron of the association. It was when he was delivering his speech that he told the crowd that he was not going to hand over to anybody who is older than him. That is what Governor Okezi Ikpeazu told us. So it's not about me. It's not me saying. The people are there. None of them have died. They are all still alive. he told them, with me present, that he will hand over to a young man. He didn't say he was going to have minded person I am. I didn't mind that I lost the election. And besides, I came from my community where I had gone to deliver him for that election.
Did he win in your community?
Yes, he won.
But then the unpopular opinion is one of the reasons why you were not given the ticket this time around is because you lost that election when you were given the ticket as to vie for the House of Reps.
Well, that's their opinion. For me, that is not what it is. I was a member of the PDP. I know what played out. And I played them, in their own game, because the plan was to embarrass me with bringing back somebody who I had defeated. Ibians will be happy with, because we are going to have a governor who is an engineer, and who is not just an engineer, who is also into road construction and has one of the biggest construction companies in Nigeria. So it's an easy, he's not just going to be constructing road, but he's going to be making sure that the roads are well constructed, and Ziama High School, all of those schools. I also went to Hospital Road Primary School because I lived in Jubilee Road. I walked to my school. All those schools are gone, because of bad governance. So these are some of the things that Engineering Union Awafo will be focusing on restoring, and also governance, governance and security. Engineering Union Awafo has a clear-cut plan of securing Abia State, even better than much better than what we
even with the current security architecture in the country, where the governor doesn't have control over the commission of police.
Well, the governor is the head of security of his state, so it's not about having control over the commissioner of police. It's about securing your people. So you are the chief security enhancement. We have a government that depends solely on federal allocation and the little IGR that they have. Engineering Union Awafo has, built businesses. He has from nothing risen to something, So he has what it takes to enhance the revenue of this state. He has studied it from my conversation with him. From what I know, he has studied it. He has, taken time to review it. He has practicalized it in his own private sector. So it is something that, he will easily do when he becomes the governor. So he's going to enhance our revenue, and we're not going to just be dependent on government federal allocation. And the military is never to reinforce failure. And that what we have is failure. You cannot reinforce failure. So let us not talk about a failed government.
The campaign organization of the People's Democratic Party have attributed some of the failures of the project of the Bazoum administration to your principal. I'll take example. Uche Agworo, in writing a birthday message to your principal 2 days ago, said, "Today is the birthday of one man who will always stand on the negative side of history anywhere the history of Abia State is being told." Now, he described him as someone who allegedly delivered most of the worst jobs in road construction, but pocketed over 25 billion naira of Abia money. I'm not going to ask you, is this true or is it false? Because there are some roads that have been put out there. But the question is, how do you...
You are jobless and you have data. You start writing things and pushing on social media. Let them go and ask their masters to tell them the truth. So long as far as I know, as at 2015, if you saw the about a month ago or 2 months ago, when Engineering Union Awafo visited the church in Aba, that mighty, magnificent edifice that he built in 2013. I don't know if you saw that news. Yeah. Somebody who can build that size of church in 2019 is now the person that will be benefiting from a governor who, as at 2014, was nowhere. So I don't want to go into that, but I know that Engineering Union Awafo has done this government a favor. And if they want to be truthful to themselves, they should stop allowing their irats going around, talking down on somebody. Arab contractor. Is Arab contractor a grade A contractor? You hear all over the place. We have grade A contractor. They should come to Lagos, even River State, where they go every day to answer yes sir. Is it those contractors that is that do they see Arab contractors in River State? Is it not Julius Berger that is constructing roads in River State and all those other places?
All right, I think you're impassioned. Let's take a moment.
I'm not emotional. I'm just being truthful because I'm not indebted to anybody, and okay. I can stand anywhere and defend myself.
Well, we'll be opening up the phone lines in a moment, but then the wave for young people now has been the P2OB factor. In as much as your party is the Young Progressive Party, which, its mantra going by the name should focus on young people, but then Labour Party have taken the shine off in that regards. Now, do you think that would affect the fortunes of your party?
Not in Abia.
For young people?
P2OB is my friend. Okay. He's my brother. He has attended all my functions from my first child dedication to my last child dedication. P2OB attends. All of these other candidates have in Abia. I don't want to talk about myself because I'm not the governorship candidate. I'm just a deputy governorship candidate.
Would that make
so we are talking about the governorship candidate.
Yeah.
And that is who I am talking about, not myself. If you want to talk about myself, my brother, all the other deputies will go and hide. Because none of them can stand what do you know that I built a nursery and primary school in my community in 2007.
Yes, I did.
And to today, I trained over each time you go to that school, you have over 500 children benefiting from free education. The other day I saw something online where a PDP vehicle was dropping some children in the school, and I was happy to see that even the opposition party is also benefiting from the free education that I provided in my community. And the next thing, they started writing and saying that they claim that I claim that it's free education, education. Instead of just when they leave my primary school and they will now go to these local secondary schools that is not the same quality with where they are coming from. That is what is bothering me, not the small gossips of they are charging them different level. If a child is asked to bring tissue paper to use for his to clean his mess in school, how does that become a fee? So these are the mentalities of these PDP people, that a child is asked to bring tissue paper. You now say, oh, there are other ways of collecting money from them. Did you give anybody any money? You brought a tissue paper that was used to clean your own mess. So I'll pay for I built the school, I funded the school, furnished the school, I provide books and even uniform, and you're going to school free, and then when you bring tissue paper, you say that they are funded. They should come and take my blood.
I don't think anybody will want to do that. Dr. Chima Anyaso is a deputy gubernatorial candidate of the Young Progressive Party.
A winning party.
Well, he says so. I'll open up the phone lines now. 0916.
But that's not why I'm here. If they have already collected money from you and they have given approval, I think they should go ahead and allow it to be. So, but why I call this money, you know me, I don't talk about party. If I see whatever you have done is good. In fact, Chima, you are a good man. You're not supposed to be a deputy, you're supposed to run for a governor. Because if you look the youth you have given a lot of youth, and hereby you have done well. Even your own Odam in Abga, but your own governor, it's also good. But I know I'm waiting for others to decide. But what we don't like in this Abia, anybody to bring anybody again, telling him that is going to be our governor, it's lie. We will decide. If we work for you people, so good, so fine. If you work for another that, we must stand against everybody. When you finish, they really disagree with you saying that the PDP did Magomago on their primaries and all the rest of them. Do not forget that this same PDP gave you a ladder to climb. When you buy for a House of First, they gave you the ticket.
Right.
If there's anything that they did that 2019, it's the same thing they did this 2022. That is just the truth.
I'll take him up, but then you can.
Please, my brother, I think you are talking from the point of ignorance. Okay, you have never run for office before, so you not know what is involved. PDP, yes, it's a party, and like I said, I've repeated it over and over again. You cannot attend any political position without a party. So PDP is like the vehicle, and I have not said that PDP did not give me I did not run under the PDP. It was my effort that gave me the victory in the PDP. Nobody dashed me any tickets. If you don't even let us go into the nitty-gritty of what transpired in that process. But like I said, you are talking from point of ignorance, and this is the problem I have with you politicians. You people are always trying to please your paymaster. That PDP made some appointed John Mark that you are talking about, that was made was I the deputy governor, deputy chairman? It wasn't me. So there was an opportunity, and I gave it to somebody, and the person,
Dr. Chima,
you know.
Okay, so just one last question,
and just to also clarify what he has said, I am not criticizing Governor Okezie Ikpeazu. No. I'm not. This is not why I'm here.
No, you only responded to.
I'm only responding to questions. I have not said that Governor Okezie Ikpeazu is a bad man. No, he's not a bad man. Okay, but I'm not also saying that he has done perfectly well. I'm not going to say that because nobody pays my bills. Governor Okezie Ikpeazu have never given me a kobo, and has never given me any contract, and I'm not angry about that. But I'm just saying that I am a freeborn.
About Osu Primary School. I'm coming, sir. You said something about Osu Road Primary School. Do you know that ABCK representing Aba North and Aba South have done something on that school, which was commissioned sometime this year? This clearly shows that you stay in Lagos, you don't know activities that happen here. For you to govern Abia, you need to know from Arochukwu to Okwa. You need to know several parts of this state. And you as a deputy governorship candidate, you don't know these things. A marriage without courtship doesn't last.
Wrap up your thoughts. Your
marriage with Israel Nyachimanwafo cannot last because you don't know him, you don't know what he has done. If he's promised to give us good road, let him go back to Adelu and deliver that road.
All right. 1 minute, Don. Let's just do one, then you wrap up the conversation.
Okay. All right. No
problem. Out of times. One last call. Hello.
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Bara.
Good morning to you. What's your name, please?
Yeah. One, I'm calling you. We are harvesting rice. Now you can come to my farm. I will take you anytime you want to come. Just inform me.
Okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Alvan.
I'm taking him off. You could just respond.
See, I think that because we don't have all the time, it will be good. I have said everything that I know, and I think Abians have heard me. Maybe we will have another opportunity where some people would from the PDP and the normal Abians, because serious people are busy at the moment, working and engaging in productive activities. So a lot of them will not be might not be opportune to be TC chairman. Did the TC chairman ever bring a bottle of palm wine to my house? What you say I have benefited. I want to know exactly what I benefited. So long as I am concerned, PDP benefited so much from me. I have the record of what I spent under the PDP. Apart from in building the party, PDP was moribund in Bende. I was the one that gave credence to PDP in Bende.
So the YPP doesn't have that credence now.
YPP is a brand new party without no blemish. PDP was dizzy. You will just park and your conductor will take over, and the ride will continue to be smooth. But we have these other parties who the driver is not even a good driver. Then he will now go and handpick one deputy. And in some other places, you see a brother buying buying the position for the brother. Is that what we are going to be doing in Abia? And somebody is sitting in his farm, you know, your farm. What equipment?
You had mentioned this on the sister radio. Brother buying the position for the brother.
They know what I'm talking about. If they want us to debate that, they can invite me again. We'll sit down and debate it. But they know it's about conscience. There is no. But even as I'm sitting here, I have a conscience. And if I'm saying anything that is not true, my